Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and in this next video we're going to go over more stocks that are in the marijuana cannabis sector. And the first video, most of the stocks were over the counter. The same thing with this video as well. This first stock though is GWPH, and this is a big board stock. This trades on the Nasdaq. This is a UK company. This is considered the Apple of the cannabis world, the top dog. This is the #1 company right here. They have lots of drugs in their pipeline. This is, if you're looking for the safe play in this sector, this is it right here. GWPH, please read up on it. There's tons of good information out recently about all the things that they're doing. And so the chart, looking at it from a chart perspective, there was this nice uptrend here that started with the break above the middle Bollinger Band. And so the candles got a little ahead of themselves with this red candle forming above the upper Bollinger Band, and now the candles are working into the bands. We're thinking this uptrend is going to continue. It's going to need to break 129 resistance. As long as EMA4 support is holding, this is a very strong chart. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the uptrend should continue. The parabolic SAR, the dot slipping below the candles, and the MACD below crosses were both signals that a new uptrend was starting. Notice there is a declining volume pattern. You would like to see volume pick up. Okay, so GWPH has a nice uptrend, and so we're looking for a push back up to 134 and possibly a breakout to new 52-week highs. Okay, look at DIGP. This is an over-the-counter stock. This had this nice uptrend going, and it was slowly moving, hit 28, peaked, and then now it's pulled back. The reason why we're doing this video today is because it looks like it's heading for a bounce off of this support zone. Notice the 50, 100, and 200-day simple moving averages are all at the same level in the 20.05 to 20.08 range. And so look for a potential bounce off that level. Notice that this has been walked down. The candles are now forming below the middle Bollinger Band. If they don't get back above, a possible new downtrend could begin. Okay, let's look at EDXC. Okay, this is another stock that has broken middle Bollinger Band support, and now it started this new downtrend. Notice there was this nice uptrend. It pulled back. This is a familiar theme in this cannabis sector right now. We have it's under a lot of pressure right now. The bears are attacking hard. Bullish doji star reversal pattern did form. Notice the gap down followed by a doji. So this is a good reversal pattern. We'll see if it can bounce. It's finding 50-day simple moving average support here. This is the key level to hold. In order for this play to heat back up again, it needs to close above EMA4. So look for a possible bounce and close above EMA4 for EDXC. Okay, let's look at ETST. All right, this is another cannabis stock. Now this stock has a really nice breakout here in February. And so like I was saying in the previous video, you really want to keep an eye on the stocks that have good uptrends going right now. That should be your focus. And you play the bounce plays for technical bounces, but for swing traders, this is the kind of chart that you're looking for, a nice uptrend. Now it's pulling back. The candles are working into the bands. The close below EMA4 signals the chart is cooling down. Notice that none of these candles close below EMA4, so that is a red flag. There was a bounce off of EMA8. We'd like to see 188 EMA8 hold. If it breaks below, you could see it drop all the way down and test this $1 level down here at the middle Bollinger Band. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the uptrend should continue. Notice the increasing volume. There was big volume. The lower wicks do show loading, so keep an eye on ETST. This has a good uptrend. If support holds, it should keep going. Okay, look at GBLX. This was a stock that had a nice steady uptrend going. Everybody was on top of this play. It pulled back and consolidated, and then notice it bounced off of the middle Bollinger Band. Now it formed this black candle on Thursday, pulled back all the way back down to the middle Bollinger Band again. Now no, it held before, and it's been holding this entire time. So this is the key level to bounce off. If it doesn't hold 35 support, which is also lined up with the 100-day simple moving average, you're going to see it drop down here to the 100 and the 200 down here at 33. So it's real important that it bounces here. If it does and it springs forward and breaks through 38 resistance, the top of the channel is all the way up here in the mid 40s. So notice the ascending resistance. So yeah, so this has an uptrend going. It's testing that 50-yard line right now. The middle Bollinger Band is the 50-yard line. If it breaks below, that's going to signal downside risk. Okay, let's look at GRCU. This is another marijuana company that has been consolidating heavily. Notice it had the uptrend in December, and then it's formed this descending triangle pattern, and now the candles have wedged down into this pattern where either this support line is going to break, and if it does, then you're looking at the 300 300 and the 200 are tested, this is the key zone to hold. If it breaks below 0.02, there's going to be major downside risk. This is the bottom of the channel, so this is where it needs to bounce. If it doesn't bounce here, and it closes below this 0.023, that's going to be a major red flag signaling more downside risk. If it can get back above the middle Bollinger Band, above the 50-day simple moving average, it might start heading higher again. A close above the descending resistance line and the 50-day moving average will be the bull signal. Notice volume is super light right now, so look out for a bullish volume spike to push through resistance. Let's take a look at GRNH. Okay, this is another cannabis stock. It is in the bull zone on RSI and Fasto, and plus DI is pinched and trying to cross over. So this chart is trying to heat up. Notice this is another sideways consolidation pattern. The close was right at the middle Bollinger Band. If it can get above there, and then it could possibly start pushing higher. 11 is the big number on this chart. If it can get above 11, then it could break out higher. The volume spike is promising, but this upper wick on the candle does show profit taking. So this is another deal where it's heating up, but the bears are still attacking. So they've got to switch the programs to buy here, because right now the program is set to attack all these marijuana sector plays. And so yeah, look at this GRSO chart here, another consolidation pattern. This is just like the last one. Look how it's at the bottom of the channel. If it doesn't hold this 18 support, it could have a huge drop below. So this is the key level to bounce off. If you can bounce off just like the other one, it needs to run back up to this 50. And notice how the 50 has been hard to break. If it can get above the 50, then it could really get moving. This is very similar to the last chart. You know, it's been under pressure. What we're doing on these stocks is we're looking for a bullish change in trend. Okay, so you really want to be trading them when they're bullish and they have upside potential. These sideways patterns are not great trading patterns. Okay, GRWC is in the bull zone on both indicators, RSI and Fasto. There was a bullish crossover in ADX. Look here at the close above the 200-day simple moving average. So this chart is heating up. If it can get above 130 resistance, this closing price on the first day of February, then it could break out higher. So keep an eye on this one. This could get moving. Notice that a lot of these marijuana sector plays have super low volume, and so that's not desirable for most traders, so keep that in mind. Thinly traded stocks can be easy to buy, but they can be tough to sell. Okay, HEMP, this is one of the classics. Okay, this is an old school marijuana stock, and notice how it's pulled back. You know, it's very oversold on Fasto. Notice how it's been walked all the way down. It broke 300-day simple moving average support, and it's trying to hold the 50-day simple moving average. You know, if that doesn't hold, it should bounce off of 0.035. So the 0.035 to 0.036 is where this should bounce. If it breaks below that, you're talking about big downside risk. So what we want to see is a bounce off the zone and a close above EMA 4, and that'll signal that the bounce play has started. So what you want to do on all these stocks is just do what I do and just keep an eye on them, keep tracking them, looking for the opportune time to strike. You don't want to jump in these plays too early, but you want to be monitoring them every day. Here's another huge pullback for HEMPQ. Notice it came all the way down. Now look at the lower wick on Friday's candle. That shows loading off of low of day and the volume spike. So that could be bounce players loading down here. So keep an eye on HEMPQ tomorrow for a bounce. If it gets above EMA 4, which is the blue line on this chart, that will signal that it's heating up. If it gets above EMA 8, then it will really be back in play. Okay, so here's some more marijuana sector charts. If you like this and you want to learn more, check us out at our chat. You can also check us out at our YouTube channel at MyChartCoach.com and at our website at MyChartCoach.com. Thank you.